we preview Group A of Euro 2024. We're going to be doing this every day from now until the start of the Euros on Friday. Each day we're going to preview a group. Today's turn is Group A with the host nations Germany, the Scottish national team led by Andy Robertson, Lyndon Dykes, and the crew. Hungary led by Dominik Szoboszlai, and Switzerland led by Granit Xhaka, who's been on a amazing form this season. Look, in my opinion, these are one of the groups, and this is the group, in my opinion. All four teams enter this tournament and have a legit they legit think that they'll get out of the group stages. They should go in with that kind of mindset. I think all four of these teams, when you look at Germany should be fully expected to win this group and to dominate this group. When you look at you being Germany and the fact that you are the home team at this European Championship. Scotland is a team that played really well in qualifiers, had some fantastic results, defeating Spain, playing very good football in terms of not playing some crazy attacking football, but understanding their identity of playing, keeping it compact, keeping it tight, and relying on individual moments to score goals, not being really to take a game by the scruff of the neck, but relying on individual moments and being very solid defensively, and with the way that they qualified, playing very well, only losing one game the whole window. They should, and after the last European Championship, where they played, in my opinion, 3 pretty good games, but only resulted from 1 point. I think they should think to take the next step up. Hungary, when you look at what they did at the last Euros, in that group of death was Portugal, Germany, and France, drawing against France in the group stages, playing against a Germany in the last, or taking Portugal all the way to the end of the game against Portugal, and then playing against the Germans and drawing with them in Germany 2-2, and taking the lead late on to potentially take them to the knockout stage and conceding in the 83rd minute by Goretzka. Hungary, they played amazing at the last European Championship, and in the European qualifiers, they really played well at the European qualifiers. They actually finished top of their group, went the whole group unbeaten, winning 5 games, drawing 3, finishing ahead of the likes of Serbia in the group, who they actually defeated in the qualifiers. They defeated Serbia. In the qualifiers, another team that's, in my opinion, has huge talent, and they defeated them in the qualifiers. They both times, in both results, in Hungary and in Belgrade. So it shows that they're a team not to be messed with. They have a manager in Rossi, who led them at the last European Championship, and is a good manager. What he's done with Hungary has been very, very good in terms of qualifying for 2 straight European Championship, being able to punch above their weight, being better than the sum. I think he's the kind of manager that makes a team better than the sum of their parts. And then you got it with Switzerland, which is a Switzerland team that they're in every single international competition that they're in. They always make a good showing for themselves, as in they get better at their group stages, and then they go home eventually in the round of 16 or quarterfinals. But they always do past the minimum. This is they have a Granit Xhaka, who's their captain, that's been on amazing form for Leverkusen, and they're coached by this is the first tournament. They'll be coached by Murat Yakin, who is a former player for the Switzerland national team, and this is going to be his first international tournament for the Switzerland national team. So yeah, for me, that group in general, four teams. Switzerland, they always get out of the group stages. They never get embarrassed and get eliminated in the group stage. Now they kind of have like a low ceiling, but they have a high floor at the same time. And it'll be really difficult for me to see them getting eliminated in the group stages, and then Hungary with them, and Scotland, Germany. This is, in my opinion, a tough group to call. Group to call. Germany facing Scotland in the opening game of the European Championship. I think that's a game I think that will be an excellent game to open up the Euros with. Absolutely. I think this is a Scotland team that's really going to give Germany a run for their money in that first game. I think Scotland will do a good job of keeping it compact, keeping it tight, closing off the spaces, and I think Germany, will control possession of the game. And my things with Germany is, especially in these international tournaments, is that they've lacked their cutting edge ability in terms of being able to find that breakthrough. You see, again, they played against Ukraine today, who defended for their lives, and they weren't able to find that breakthrough. Or yesterday, they played Ukraine yesterday, and they weren't able to find that breakthrough. I can see Scotland getting a result in that first game against Germany, despite the fact that Germany has been the home team. Germany, as the home team, they lost to France at the last European Championships, and they also almost lost to Hungary. It took them an 83rd minute goal in a game that they had to win. They had to get a result in just to move on out of the group stages. So, if I'm coming from a Germany perspective, I'd be wary of Scotland in that opening game. And if Scotland can get a result in that opening game against Germany, I think it opens up their chances at this tournament, huge chances at this tournament, in my opinion, and I don't see, obviously with the European Championship, a potential third place team can go through, but for me, I don't know. I think it's really, really tight between all four of these teams. Now, I think Germany, they should win the group, but I definitely think any of, amongst Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland, any of those teams can move on to the knockout stage. Any of those teams, and you can make a legit argument for all of those. I am going to go with Germany winning the group. I think they have to get it together at this European Championship. I can see it go wrong. Especially based on what happened in that Ukraine game. If they start stalemate against Scotland, or, even worse forbid, maybe Scotland get an opportunity on the counter that Germany, they've shown to leave themselves vulnerable on the counter, and Scotland are able to win that opening game, then I think it spells huge trouble for Germany. But, it takes one breakthrough, and I think with a guy like Toni Kroos come in, I think they're going to be able to find the breakthrough for Germany. And so I think they will win the group, which that opening game is going to be crucial for Germany if they want to open the group, if they want to win this group. And I think I'm going to go second place just based on sheer experience. And actually, I should go with Switzerland. And that's what I was going to go with. But, the more and more I think about it, I've not been hugely impressed with Switzerland at the qualifiers, winning 4 games, drawing 5, only having 1 loss, but still, 4 wins in 10. With Scotland, them finishing, with the way that I'm going to go Scotland second. I think Switzerland will finish third, and I think Hungary will finish last. But let's not be mistaken regarding Hungary. They are a brilliant team, and I think they also have a huge opportunity. So I'm going to lock it in for now. Obviously, as we get closer to the tournament, as I see more international friendlies, maybe I'll change my opinion. If I do, I'll say it on here. But as of right now, I have Germany winning the group, Scotland moving on, Switzerland finishing third, and Hungary finishing fourth. And also, with the situation regarding the third place teams, they could also move on. The four best third place team, I believe the four best third place teams move on. So, a good opportunity for Switzerland to move on based on that.